The regular season is over, but that means that we get to talk about the postseason awards. So that's what we're going to do on this halftime. All right, so I'm going to start with you, Yogi. Coach of the year for the Pac-12, who you got?
I'm excited to see how this nets out because all the coaches will vote on one another. But for me, it was tight, Nigel, but I'm going with David Shaw. And it's because of everything they went through, right? False positives in week 1 on the road at Oregon. Then they had to leave their campus. And what have they done? They've radically accepted everything put in front of them, and they've won 4 straight to finish the season. It's a tight race, but I go with Coach Shaw.
I'll tell you what, I've been on these all-conference calls, and I think it's going to be Carl Durrell because he hasn't been in the conference long enough for people not to like him. So sometimes that's how these things go. Trust me, I can tell you. But nah, Carl did an unbelievable job. I mean, think about the fact he didn't have spring football, and he's now leading a ranked 4-1 Colorado Buffalo team. And like Coach Al always says, not even sure he knew any of those kids' names. So there you go.
All right, so speaking of the Buffs, who you got for Defensive Player of the Year? Because there's...
Let's go ahead and stay with the Buffs in Boulder because, look, you have a guy who gets the National Defensive Player of the Year, of the week twice in a row, then that's going to be my Defensive Player of the Year, the Landman. I mean, this dude was a monster, and I hope he gets back and is just a fraction of who he was. He'll be a dominant guy again, Yogi.
Yeah, I hope he comes back. I mean, who knows? He's going to have to make a decision with the injury. But I'm going to go with Talanoa Hufanga. And you can flip a coin with both of these guys. He was a beast all over his last couple games. 12 tackles against the Ducks, 17 against UCLA, 9 against Wazoo, playing linebacker, heart and soul of the USC defense. Troy Polamalu is his mentor. Got to love that for him, the safety at USC. Love everything about him, and he could have opted out. He decided to stay in.
He was a hair away from having a pick in 5 straight games. So close against Oregon, the Pac-12 championship game. Would have changed the whole thing. All right, real quick. Offensive Player of the Year, who you giving it to?
It's so hard, but I'm going to go with Davis Mills based on the facts, right? This is a guy, he got taken off the bus. Like, you can't play week 1. Couldn't practice week 2. But when he was able to practice a full week and play in a full game, he dramatically impacted the performance of his team. Nigel, I think he completed more throws than a lot of quarterbacks would even attempt. I think he's got special all over him.
I got this guy, Jamar Jefferson, Oregon State. Look, you go into every game against the Beavs, you say, if I stop Jamar Jefferson, I win the game. And guess what? Can't do it. Only person who can slow down Jamar Jefferson is Jamar Jefferson. That and contact tracing. So I'm telling you right now, that is my dude. This guy is fantastic and just keeps the legacy of Oregon State running backs alive.
Absolutely. 858 rushing yards for Jamar Jefferson. That leads the conference. So, yeah, hats off. But all good picks, and we'll see. Tuesday is when the postseason awards are revealed. So we'll see who's right.